Let's talk about the numbers in phase one, because SIR, even before the elections really started, before even the campaigning began, had been one of the biggest talking points. There were concerns that had been raised by the TMC, by many constituents of the India bloc, going on to say that their supporters are being deleted. They also claim that voters were being targeted. But look at the numbers. There has been a very high participation from the voters in these elections. In 2021 elections, the total number of voters in the electoral rolls were 3.77 crores. It was reduced to 3.6 crores. So there have been many deletions in the voter rolls in West Bengal. But look at the voter turnout in 2021 versus now. 82.29% in terms of percentage, and Bengal this time seeing a historic turnout in phase one with 93.19% voter turnout. So that has been historic. And in terms of absolute numbers as well, there has been a slight change, of course. 3.10 crore voters casting their vote in 2021 versus this time around in phase one, 3.35 crores. So the number of citizens in absolute numbers increasing by 24.49 lakh. Those were the number of voters that increased. But Pranesh, the story really, apart from SIR, also, like Shivam was pointing out, has also been about women's safety, one of the biggest issues. So, whether it is participation, because some were worried that their names will be cut off from the voting list. We saw huge numbers of voters come out and cast their vote in phase one.
Actually, I'm most looking forward to the turnout numbers. Will it, be anything like what we saw in phase one? Will it be higher, lower? That will be an interesting facet to watch. Pooja is joining us on the broadcast. Pooja, good morning. Phase two is considered really the amalgamation of seats which are considered TMC strongholds. We've seen Amit Shah declaring at the end of phase one that, look, 110 is what the BJP will get. Now, of the 142 seats, there are many, in fact, more than 50 seats that the BJP has never won.
Well, absolutely. The second and the final phase of the West Bengal Assembly polls is being seen as the final match. Remember that the, BJP and also Union Home Minister Amit Shah has categorically stated on number of occasions that in the first phase, where 152 seats went for polls, BJP is going to secure 110 seats or more. But as far as forming the government in Bengal is concerned, they must perform well in this Trinamool Congress stronghold. Remember the last time when voting took place in these 142 seats, BJP had managed to secure only 18 seats, while the Trinamool managed to back 123 seats. The Trinamool tally was quite higher as compared to BJP. So today's, polling across 142 seats is being seen the final match between the BJP and the Trinamool Congress, and BJP must win a sizable chunk of seats if they want to form government in West Bengal. And it is equally important for the Trinamool Congress to form government. They need to hold on to the seats that they had won in 2021 elections. So clearly it is a high-staked battle between the two parties, and also it is at its peak. We've seen how the campaign, carried on just 2 days ago, and it was a high-voltage campaign where all the senior leaders, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, camping in Kolkata, Union Home Minister, and also the other leaders. On the other hand, the Trinamool Congress Supremo Mamata Banerjee, party's National General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee, left no stone unturned as far as campaigning is concerned. But clearly, today's polling will further determine who will form government in West Bengal.
Let's quickly play out, okay, we'll go to that in just a bit. I just wanted to play out what Amit Shah had said at the end of phase one. His prediction for phase one, that of the 152 seats, 153 seats, 110 is in BJP's kitty. And Abhishek Banerjee, a day later, saying that TMC is scoring a double century. We'll come to that, in just a bit, Pratibha. But let's talk about the SIR deletions. Of the 8 districts, let's look at the numbers now.
Yes, there have been a lot of deletions, something that the TMC has spoken about. Now, remember, the TMC had also raised some objections, going on to claim that the maximum number of deletions have come from the districts where the TMC has performed really well in the 2021 election. So let's take a look at the numbers. The objection that has been raised is that the number of deletions is higher than the victory margin. That is the objection that had been raised by the TMC. Now look at some of the seats, and here is the story in numbers. In Howrah South, the number of deletions are 83,267. But look at the 2021 margin. Now, the TMC had won from this constituency with a margin of over 50,569 votes. So the TMC says that the number of deletions are even higher than their victory margin, alleging that there is a certain conspiracy here. This charge has been made by the TMC. Similarly, we have seen in multiple constituencies as well, it's the same story. In Charangi as well, the number of deletions are over 62,000, whereas the victory margin for the TMC was over 45,000. Again, the TMC has raised questions on this. But let's take a look at it district-wise. Like we mentioned, the maximum number of seats also come from these districts, which is why the number of deletions could also be extremely high. North 24 Parganas is a very populous district that has 33 seats. That is where the maximum deletions have come from. Over 3,25,000 voters have been deleted from the voter rolls. In South 24 Parganas as well, over 2,22,000 voters have been deleted from the voter rolls. Again, it's a seat that has 31 seats. It's a very populous seat. We have seen the number of deletions from Purba Bardhaman as well, over 2,09,000, and in Nadia as well, over 2 lakh. Again, these seats are where the TMC has performed well, not just in the 2021 assembly elections, but also the 2024 Lok Sabha elections in Howrah and Hooghly as well. So these are the maximum deletions that we have seen, the biggest ones being from North 24 Parganas. But Pranesh, the question is also about the population that resided here. These are seats that districts that have over 33 seats, which is why there could be maximum deletions.
And these numbers will come into play once we have the final turnout figures at the end of the day. Tushar loves number crunching. And Mr. Rajgopalan, I'll come to both of you. But the two reactions I was talking about, one is Amit Shah at the end of phase 1 and Abhishek Banerjee. This is what they said.
152 सीटों में से 110 से ज्यादा सीटें भारतीय जनता पार्टी जीतने जा रही है।
প্রথম দফায় ভোট হয়েছে গত পরশুদিন, তৃণমূল সেঞ্চুরি পার করে দিয়েছে। 29 তারিখ ডবল সেঞ্চুরি পার হবে, আর সংখ্যা কোথায় গিয়ে থামবে আমি নিজেও জানি না।
So one of the candidates that has been in the news, and after her daughter in the RG Kar case, after the plight that the family had to go through, she was given a ticket by the BJP, and she has spoken to my colleague Shivam early in the day. She was at a polling booth, and here is her message to the voters.
We're currently being joined by the BJP candidate from Panihatty constituency, Mr. Ratna Devnath. Ma'am, thank you so much टाइम्स नाउ से बात करने के लिए। अभी आप वोटिंग करने जा रही हैं। महिला की सुरक्षा आपके लिए सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा रहा है। क्या आपको लगता है कि आज आपके साथ साथ जितने लोग हैं बंगाल में, वो उसी चीज़ पर वोट करेंगे? आपको लगता है कि तृणमूल कांग्रेस को दोबारा?
পশ্চিমবঙ্গের সমস্ত জনসাধারণকে আমি বলবো, ইভিএম এর বোতাম টিপে তারা যেন পদ্ম ফুলেই ভোট দেয়, আর মোদিজির যে বিকশিত বাংলা সেটা যেন আমাদের বাংলাটায় দেখাতে পারি। এবং পানিহাটিবাসীকে বলবো, আপনারা ভোট দিন। আপনাদের যে একটা ফ্যামিলি, ঘোষ ফ্যামিলি, নির্মল ঘোষ, সে সারা পানিহাটিটাকে অত্যাচারিত করেছে। এটা পানিহাটিকে আমি ওই ভয় মুক্ত করতে চাই।
प्रधानमंत्री जी से भी आप मिली थी, क्या बात हुई थी? वो स्टेज पर आपके साथ थे इतने बड़े
প্রধানমন্ত্রী আমাকে বলেছেন আপনি অনেক সাহস দেখিয়েছেন। তারপরে আমি বলেছি আমার মেয়ের ন্যায় বিচার চাই, আমি মেয়ের নাম প্রকাশ্যে আনতে চাই, তখন আমার মাথায় হাত দিয়েছেন।
Thank you so much, Mr. You are listening to again the BJP candidate from the Panihatty, Mrs. Raj Devnath, who spoke extensively about how her conversation was basically with the Prime Minister and how she feels that how women and women's safety is going to be one of the major issues that will define the results on 4th of May. The camera person in the Neil Shivam Sharma for the Times Network.
Hoy Mukt Bengal, which is fear-free, Bengal, that is the campaign pitch of the BJP. Tushar, it's interesting. I saw a post that you put out where you say the average voter turnout across the across the 142 seats in phase 2 was 80% the last time around in 2021, and you're comparing it with the 152 seats in phase 1. What are you trying to get at?
See, a lot of time, rather in the first phase, when the high turnout was registered and ended at 93%, people attributed it to SIR deletions. Now, if you look at the breakup of that 10 percentage point jump that came from 2021, only 3 to 4 percentage points was due to SIR deletion. The rest, 5 to 6 percentage points, were actually due to an organic surge in voters actually coming out of their house. That is why, if you look at the 142 seats today, 80% on average in 2021, and that is why I expect the 2020, the 90% mark to be breached today for the 2026. Other thing, Arunima was talking about SIR. There are 60 seats, Pranesh, where the deletions compared to the 2021 elector numbers exceed the victory margins. TMC won 47 of those seats. BJP won 13. It's the TMC that is quite under pressure going into the second phase because they have a lot more to lose. They won 124 seats last time, and in Havra, Hooghly, Kolkata, BJP was practically nowhere. You pick up the map of the second phase of seats, it's totally green, barring a few seats in Nadia and North 24 Parganas. So today for the BJP, urban voter turnout is very, very important because of Havra, Hooghly, Kolkata, Uttar and Kolkata Dakshin and North 24 Parganas. If they can take it to 90%, I think the BJP would feel it's a job well done.
That is one way of looking at things, that because the TMC has more seats and they won earlier, so they have more to lose. The other way, and if you flip that argument, is that the BJP has never won.